Emily, you're reading this all the wrong way.
How am I supposed to read it? You asked me to marry you. I went off to think about it, and I come back and I find you in the middle of the room with all of Rosanna's things.
I can explain.
There's nothing to explain. Every time your life is even slightly off balance, you go running right back to her.
Maybe, but not for the reasons that you think. I mean, not
I was such an idiot this time. I can't believe I was actually coming back here to tell you that I would marry you, when the only reason you even asked me was to get me out of that jam with Tom so I could keep custody of my son. You don't love me. I mean, not really. Not the way you love her.
Come on.
I will not compete with a memory. I can't. Forget about getting married. Just forget everything.
Em, stop. Look, stop. You got it all wrong.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Look, when you came in, I was thinking about Rosanna, yeah, but you're the reason for that. This is about you, not her.
Okay, this I gotta hear.
Okay, look, I did. When I asked you to marry me, I was trying to make sure that Daniel's custody was not an issue, okay? And you seemed to think that having a husband would send a message to Tom that you were more settled, so I proposed. But you said no, you turned me down.
I don't want a marriage of convenience.
Neither do I.
No, you want Rosanna. You still love her.
Emily, a part of me will always love Rosanna.
You can't let her go.
Em, you don't understand. That's exactly what I was doing. I was letting her go. I was trying to tell her, I know this sounds weird, but I was trying to tell her that I'd met somebody that made me feel alive again. That I'd met somebody that made me feel the way I felt when I was with her. And I think that I needed to hear you turn me down to realize how much I needed for you to say yes.
So you're trying to convince me or yourself?
I feel more connected to you than I ever have. And you said that you needed to go think, so I surrounded myself with my past to see if I had some kind of a future. I surrounded myself with memories to prove that I could say goodbye.
Oh, you can?
Yes, I can. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, that's not what I saw in your eyes when I walked in the room.
Okay, look, I was a little lost. I have figured it out. I don't want to live in the past. I want you. I want us to get married, Emily.
I want to believe you so much. You have no idea. But I can't. I've put everything on the line for you. I'm beginning to wonder if you even know how much.
Of course I do.
Well, then why do I feel like I'm an afterthought with you?
That's crazy. How could you even say that?
Because everybody comes first. Everybody else. If it's Jennifer or Will or Rosanna, especially Rosanna. I've walked away from a marriage. I fought my mother tooth and nail defending my choice to be with you. I lied to Jennifer about the baby. I've risked going to jail. And now Tom is threatening to take my son away from me. And why? Because I have put you before everything else in my life. When are you going to do the same for me? When do I get to be first?
Now.
Now. Well, I think it's too late.
But we love each other.
Don't answer it. At least give me that much.
Paul! Paul, I know you're in there. I need to speak to you. It's serious. It's about Will.
Don't make this an either-or thing.
Are you giving me a choice?
Paul, please! It's an emergency!
I rest my case.
You said this was serious.
It is. Will's gone. Emily, I need to speak to my son alone for a minute.
That's fine. I was just leaving.
Please, Emily, no. I want you to stay, please. Whatever it is, Barbara, you can take care of it yourself. I'm sick of you breaking my door down every time Will or Jennifer sneezes.
Will is about to make the biggest mistake of his life.
If you're going to go off on Gwen Norbeck again, I don't want to hear it.
I just had a conversation with Gwen Norbeck's mother. And she thinks that Gwen and Will are making a big mistake, too.
Why on earth would you even be hanging out with a nut job like Iris?
Well, that nut job happens to be a concerned mother, too. And in this case, she has every reason to be. Paul.
What?
I'm leaving.
No, please. This will take 1 minute. I don't care. Okay? I don't care what Iris has to say about Will or his involvement with Gwen, and I can't believe that you would take one word that woman Iris says seriously.
You know what? Your little brother is headed down into a very dark place, and I am scared for him.
Why?
He walked in. He saw me having a conversation with Iris, and he went ballistic. He started screaming, shouting, threatening her.
Good for him.
No, you don't understand. I haven't seen him this disturbed since...
Don't you dare compare this to what happened with Rose. He's in a completely different space emotionally right now.
I was there, Paul. I saw him. I saw the hatred in his eyes, the rage.
Maybe he's just sick of everybody messing with his life.
No, I think that he is not able to handle this emotionally. He's not strong enough. And I think we need to get him back into therapy immediately.
Usually, you're blowing this out of proportion. You're overreacting. Will doesn't need to be on a psychiatrist's couch. I've been in the same room with that woman, Iris. It's enough to make anyone blow their
Don't
stack.
you dismiss this? I was there. I saw what happened.
Maybe what upset him the most was seeing you conspire with that woman.
I wasn't conspiring with... You know, Gwen Nobrick's mother and I do share one goal in common, and that is to keep our young children from ruining their lives. And if you love your brother, you will try to protect him.
Well, this isn't about protecting him. This is about you thinking Gwen's not good enough for your son. I mean, God forbid your son should hook up with someone you disapprove of, huh?
I thought you were leaving.
Oh, my God, it's always the same conversation with the two of you. You have a problem and you have to run to Paul. Have you ever been able to figure out anything on your own?
Do I really have to put up with this, Paul?
No, you can leave. Bye.
Come with me.
Why? What?
We will go
what?
find Jennifer. We will go to Will. We will force him to realize that Gwen is shoving him into some kind of psychological meltdown.
Oh, for God's sake, Mother, can you hear yourself? Will's not having a meltdown. You are.
Are you telling me that you're not going to help your brother?
I've already got my hands full trying to repair the damage that I've already done. I'm not going to get sucked into some intervention scheme.
What are you talking about? What damage?
It's none of your business. I told my kid brother that I would never again treat him like damaged goods, and I won't. I think Will's doing great. I think he's doing great. He's getting stronger every day. I think his relationship with Gwen is a positive thing. The only thing that is ever going to push him backwards, Mother, is you.
I love him. I only want what's best.
You want what you think is best. You don't care what he wants. You don't care what I want, or Jennifer for that matter. You're only happy when you're controlling everything, which is why none of us can stand to be around you, Barbara.
You're my family. And I love you.
Yeah, well, we're gone. And you're clinging to air. So please just go. Go. Leave.
I hope you can live with yourself if your little brother does something dangerous to himself or anyone else. And maybe I am clinging to air, but you and your brother are both clinging to selfish women who will destroy...
Not one word about it. I'm so sorry.
I tuned her out a long time ago.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you for defending me and Will.
I love you. Emily, you gotta know that.
Love was never the issue.
And she's wrong, you know. You're not selfish. I am. I keep wanting for you to react to the world the way I do, and you can't. How could you? It's really no wonder that I asked you to marry me and you said no. Can I tell you something? It's you, you know. You keep me sane. You keep me from falling over the edge. And I can't imagine my life without you. I can't live my life without you. I can't lose you, Emily. Yeah, okay. I guess I deserve
No,
that.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at us. I swear sometimes I think we're together because we're the only two people on the planet who would put up with each other.
So we'll put up with each other? Come on, what do you say?
Do you ever feel like I don't know, after everything we've been through, we're supposed to be alone.
No. Something keeps pulling us back together, Emily. I don't know what it is. I don't think fate is done with us yet. I'm certainly not done with you. And I don't think you're completely done with me yet.
Well, you know I'm not.
You're my first love. And I know that I was clumsy and young. And half the time I didn't know what I was doing. And half the time I didn't even know what I was saying. But you saw through all of that. And you gave me a break. Can you do that again? Because in a lot of ways I still feel clumsy, you know? Half the time I still don't know what I'm doing, and half the time I don't even know what I'm saying. See? I know this. I love you. So... one more time.